What's up YouTube, Alvaro here. Welcome to the Bilingual Stock Market channel again. You guys already know this channel. This is the YouTube channel in which we talk about the markets and we do it in English and Spanish so you guys can pick your preferred language. And in this video, and as I do it Mondays through Thursdays, I want to go over from a technical standpoint the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100, which are the most important indices of the United States stock market. And at the end of the video, I will also be breaking down from a technical standpoint two stocks that are going to be on the top of my watch list for tomorrow's trading session and one cryptocurrency. Let's go ahead and take a look at Dogecoin, guys. So without further ado, let's get started. And the markets got absolutely decimated today, guys. Other than the Dow Jones, which was down on the day 0.10%, the other three indices had a very tough day, especially the Nasdaq 100 and the Russell 2000. The Russell 2000 went down today 2.59%, Nasdaq 100 down on the day 2.63%, and the S&P 500 also went down today 1.04%. And before going over the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100, I want to show you the most important earnings that are going to be reported throughout this week. So tomorrow, before open, we have Palantir, Umia Technologies. After close, we have Fubo TV, Lemonade, Upstart, Sundial Growers, Open Door, QuantumScape, and EA Sports. Tomorrow is going to be a very interesting day in terms of earnings reports. Then on Thursday, we have Alibaba, which is one of the stocks that I am going to be breaking down in this video from a technical standpoint. We have Champagne, we have, what else do we have on Thursday? We have Airbnb, we have Walt Disney, we have Aurora Cannabis, Bioenergenomics, DoorDash, and Blink Energy. So watch out for these earnings, guys. By the way, Airbnb is going to be another stock that I am going to be breaking down from a technical standpoint in this video. So this is going to be quite an interesting week in terms of earnings reports. Let's see what happens tomorrow with Palantir before open, all right? And when it comes to the S&P 500, this index closed today at 4188, so I am going to zoom in here on the 4 hour. And what's tomorrow the most important level of support for the bulls, guys? 4180. And take a look at this coincidence. 4180 coincides on the 4 hour chart with the 50 SMA, and 4180 is a previous area of support that already acted as such for the bulls in the S&P 500 in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 opportunities before, but it also acted as a resistance back on April 16th. Okay, so the most important level of support tomorrow for the bulls, 4180, and if that level of support happens, it will be broken to the downside. Then another important level of support that I am going to be monitoring is going to be 4140. 4140 is also a previous area of support for the bulls that acted as such in 1, 2, and 3 opportunities before. So watch out tomorrow for 4180 or 4140. From a resistance standpoint, the bulls almost made a new all-time high today at 4238. The bulls got up to 4235. So we can make the case that as overhead resistance, this area of 4230, 4235 is going to act tomorrow as resistance for the bulls. And if 4235, 4238 happens, it will be broken into the upside, which could happen, guys, because we are very oversold when it comes to tech stocks. Then we could be looking at 4250, 4245. So let's see what happens tomorrow in the S&P 500. And in the case of the Nasdaq 100, it closed today at 13,359 points. So I'm going to zoom in here on the 4 hour. And from a technical standpoint, the price action into the closing bell was very bearish. The bulls couldn't manage to hold the 180 SMA on the 4 hour chart at 13,400 points. So tomorrow, the most important level of support that I am going to be looking at is a former resistance for the bulls in the Nasdaq 100 at 13,300 points. 13,300 points is a previous area of resistance that acted as such in 1, 2, and 3 opportunities before. So watch out tomorrow for 13,300 points. And take a look at the RSI, guys. It's at 31 points. So the Nasdaq 100 is officially in oversold territory. That's why that's what I said when I just analyzed the S&P 500, that tomorrow we could see a relief rally in the Nasdaq 100, and this is a very important index for the United States stock market. So if the Nasdaq 100 happens to bull up tomorrow, we could also see that affecting in a positive way the S&P 500. So from an overhead resistance standpoint, the most important level that I am going to be looking at tomorrow is going to be 13,652 points, which was the area in which the bulls failed at today. And if that area of resistance happens to be broken to the upside, then obviously, guys, 13,700 points is going to be a very tough spot for the bulls in the Nasdaq 100. And take a look at this, guys. From all-time high down to today's closing price in the Nasdaq 100, we already have a 5% correction. And mind you, this correction already happened in only a few days. So from a technical standpoint, and once again, taking into account that the RSI is at 31 points on the 4-hour for the Nasdaq 100, so from a technical standpoint, we could make the case that we are due for at least a relief rally in the case of the Nasdaq 100. And now let's go ahead and take a look at Dogecoin, guys. So I guess that most of you watched Saturday Night Live last Saturday. I actually watched the whole thing, and Doge was treated as a joke, guys. So this is still being a joke, pretty much. I am willing to start a speculative position on Doge if Doge happens to visit 40 cents or 25 cents, and I will explain why in just a second. And take a look at this, guys. SpaceX, I'm gonna read here from my cell phone. This news came out this morning. So SpaceX claims it will accept Dogecoin as payment for an upcoming moon mission. And now the $1 million question is, can Dogecoin make eventually a transition from a joke, all right, into a cryptocurrency that could actually have some use cases? That's the $1 million question. So in the meantime, I just want to start a small position in Dogecoin with an amount of money that I am willing to lose. I am willing to, give Doge a shot of, let's say, $500 or $1,000. As I said before, an amount of money that I am willing to lose. So I have two possible entry prices. So take a look at this. Doge obviously collapsed, okay, once Saturday Night Live went on last Saturday, but it found support at 40 cents, guys. And this is a coincidence because 40 cents already acted as a support for Doge back on May 3rd, but it also acted as a resistance for Doge back on May 1st. And I have to move my screen over here a bit. And if 40 cents happens, it will be broken to the downside, then I'm thinking that 25 cents could also provide a good support for the bulls of Dogecoin. And why 25 cents? Well, because 25 cents already acted as a support back on April 28th, and it also acted as a support in several opportunities back on April 17th. Okay, so those are my two possible entry prices for Dogecoin, guys, 40 cents or 25 cents, in order for me to be able to invest, or for me to definitely invest an amount of money in Dogecoin that I am willing to lose as a speculative position. And I ask you guys, is any of you willing to actually start a long-term position on Doge with conviction? Please drop a comment down below and let me know. And now let's go ahead and take a look at BABA. BABA went down today 2.57%, and it closed today's trading session at $219.53. And keep in mind, guys, that BABA is reporting earnings on next Thursday pre-market. I actually opened today a swing position in BABA, so I purchased 35 shares at $219.53, and as of now I have an unrealized a loss of $21.95. So what's my plan when it comes to BABA? Well, BABA broke today to the downside, obviously, a very important level of support at $225. $225 is an area that had already acted as a support for the bulls of BABA in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 opportunities before. So from a technical standpoint, we have a chart that is looking very ugly. However, guys, BABA is very oversold. Take a look at the RSI. It's at 25 points. So I am willing to add more shares to the position that I opened today, tomorrow at $217. $217 is an area that already acted as a support for BABA back on March 25th. And mind you guys, if BABA, and despite the fact that the RSI is so low, but if BABA breaks to the downside $217, then we might see $211. If I happen to see $211, I am going to be severely loading the boat on BABA. And why that price? Well, then let me pull up here the 1 hour chart and take a look at what price BABA found support at back in May of last year, 1 year ago. $211. So we are talking about a previous area of support that already acted as such a year ago, and that also acted as a support for the bulls of BABA back on December 24th, okay? So in my opinion, and remember that I am not a financial advisor, $211 is an area in which shares of BABA should be bought 3 hands. And what would be my price target in order to close this swing trade? Well, we have a very important area of resistance coming up eventually for BABA, I guess, at $240, because the bulls of BABA already failed at that price in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 opportunities before. So whatever happens with BABA, guys, regardless of the fact if I can buy more shares at $217 or $211, or if maybe BABA reverses this mini downtrend that you guys can see over here on the 4 hour and pulls up, I am going to close my swing trade at $240 in the case of BABA. And the last stock of this video is going to be Abnb, another stock that is going to be reporting earnings this week. Abnb went down today 2.96%, and it closed today's trading session at $146.73. And keep in mind that Abnb is also reporting earnings next Thursday, I think that after hours. So in the case of Abnb, guys, the trade that I want to take is very simple. I need to see Abnb finding a good support above $146. If tomorrow I happen to see Abnb closing hourly, let's say during 3 or 4 hours above $146, I am going to be buying 50 shares of Abnb. And why that price? Well, because we are talking about a previous area of support. $146 already acted as a support for Abnb in 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 opportunities before. And mind you guys, if Abnb or Abnb doesn't happen to hold $146, then $136 is possible. We could see that price. And if Abnb breaks this support at $146, then this is not a trade that I want to take. That's why I am emphasizing the fact that I need to see Abnb closing hourly during 3 or 4 hours above $146, okay? If Abnb breaks that support and happens to visit $136, then this short is going to be looking extremely ugly. And as I said before, this won't be a trade that I am going to be interested in. However, the RSI is at 23 points. Oh my goodness, this stock is so oversold. So we can make the case that if $146 happens to be broken to the downside, then $136, which is a previous area of support that acted as such back in early January, should provide a good support for the bulls of Abnb. So if tomorrow I can open this trade the way that I am describing it, then this is going to be a swing trade. My price target is going to be $170. $170 is an area that already acted as a support for the bulls of Abnb in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 opportunities before. So we are looking at a previous area of support that now is going to act as an important area of resistance to the upside. So from $146 up to $170, we are looking at a 15% profit. Nothing to sneeze at. So what's out tomorrow for Airbnb, guys? Either finding support at $146 and bouncing back up, or breaking that support and paying a visit to $136. And with Airbnb, I am going to wrap up the video. Thank you very much for your attention, and thank you very much for hanging out with me once again. Remember that here on the Bilingual Stock Market channel, we are posting these stock market update videos Mondays through Thursdays right after the market closes. So if you want to get the notifications of our videos in a timely manner, you'd better be subscribed to the channel. You have to subscribe to the channel, and you also need to activate the notification bell right up there. If you found value in this video, please hit that like button for me. And remember that this is the Bilingual Stock Market channel, the YouTube channel in which we talk about the markets. We do it in English and Spanish, so you guys can pick your preferred language. But most importantly, this is the YouTube channel in which we know that the wonderful world of Wall Street is not for geniuses, it is for entrepreneurs just like you guys and myself. My name is Alvaro, and I will see you guys once again tomorrow right after the market closes. Peace out.